just thought I would do a little update of a bunch of stuff I bought. The last package I was expecting came in. I'm actually wearing one of them right now. It's a Chopping Mall shirt. If you haven't seen Chopping Mall, you should check it out. It wasn't what I expected, but it was actually quite hilarious and cheesy. I also got this frog shirt. Again, this is another cheesy classic in my mind. It's kind of about this guy he's kind of poisoning the wildlife around the area because he can't stand the sound of frogs. Although I don't think there was that many frogs. They mostly looked like toads. So basically all the wildlife kind of attacks the area. The one thing that always comes to mind is there's like this gator, and you can clearly see the tape around its mouth, and the guy like jumps on it and he starts rolling around. At first you just think, this guy's kicking the shit out of that alligator. But then he just stops and he lays there. Supposedly I guess what was supposed to be happening was the gator grabbed him and did a death roll. But it's just hilarious because you can clearly see its mouth is taped and he's just holding it and flipping around. It's another one of those strange movies. Let's see what else is in here. When I saw this, it made me laugh. The Emotions of Danny Trejo. Let's try and get this opened, because I know you love watching people open stuff badly. It's basically just the same picture over and over, and under it is what the emotion is. I don't know, I laughed at that. I thought that was funny as hell. I love me some Danny Trejo, so now I can look at his face on my wall anytime I want. Should be another poster in here. Wrapped in newspaper. Okay. This is the different faces of Jason. I like this. I really liked it when I saw it. Looks like it's actually signed by who made it. So you have from the start all the way up through to Jason, Freddy vs. Jason, and the new one. I thought it looked great, so I was happy to pick one up. Probably try to get it framed. I really don't have anything framed, but framed stuff just looks nicer. I think that's it in here. Yep. I get all that stuff from House of Mysterious Secrets. I buy a lot of horror stuff, posters, and sometimes they have figures there. I think it's a pretty decent site. On to the movies. Picked up Jackass 3 on Blu-ray. Haven't watched it yet. I've been waiting for my friend. He's gonna watch it with me. We'll probably just watch the Blu-ray because those type of glasses they have in here freaking hurt my eyes. I also picked up the Munsters 2 movies and the Munsters the complete series. I love the Munsters. I don't think it plays on TV anymore. It used to play, oh shit, what's the name of that channel? Whatever. It used to play on TV every now and then, but now they just have shit, so. These last 3 movies, 2 of them picked up because I wanted. The other one I'm not sure I'll really get into. But they're for an idea I had called Filmed in Vermont, where I'm going to watch a movie, review it, and then travel to the film locations of the movies. So I picked up 3 movies to kind of start with. You got Beetlejuice. The house is actually gone. It burnt down years ago. But the bridge is still there, which is actually never a covered bridge. They made that for the movie. The library's still there. Technically the hardware store, I think it was a hardware store in the movie, is still there, but it's nothing now. It used to be like a little general store. So that one might not be that exciting to go to, but this next one is an Alfred Hitchcock movie called The Trouble with Harry, and I actually watched this not that long ago. And the trouble with Harry is that he's dead. No shocker, he's right there on the cover, dead. It's basically about a bunch of people running into this dead corpse. At least 3 people believe they killed him. They bury him, they dig him back up, they bury him, they're covering it up, and kind of some weird romances bloom from it. It's like a dark romantic comedy. It's something completely different than Hitchcock's normal stuff. It was also one of the movies that he bought back and then was put into a vault until like the 80s. It's a strange movie. I can't wait to watch it again. That one was filmed in Craftsbury, Vermont, which is not that far from where I am. I've been to the area many times. I never knew a movie was filmed there until I looked this up. It's in Craftsbury Common, and there's a church there, which I've been into many times for weddings. Sadly, I was just recently in it in October for my grandfather's funeral. But it'll be interesting to see if I can line all the shots up that are in the movie. It doesn't look that different, actually, I think this was filmed in the 40s, and the place looks pretty much the same. I think there's some new houses, maybe a little modernized, obviously, but the church looks exactly the same. This next one is the one I'm not sure about. Sweetheart's Dance. This one was filmed in Hyde Park, Vermont. Again, not that far from here. Got Don Johnson and Jeff Daniels, Susan Sarandon, Elizabeth Perkins. Seems like romantic comedy-esque type movie. I'm not sure. I've seen my parents watching it. My mom looked at me funny when I bought it, so she must not have liked it too much. But this was filmed all around Hyde Park, North Hyde Park. I think some in Morrisville, so I decided to start with kind of 2 that were close by. Beetlejuice 1 is probably like be a whole day trip, because I think it's like the middle of the state. But it's just kind of an idea I have for the future of kind of like a little segment where I'm going to watch movies made in Vermont. Maybe some little indie movies as well. Next here I got video games. Picked up Homefront. A lot of people are ripping this game a new asshole online. I really don't get all the hate. I thought it was an okay single player. I haven't played multiplayer. People are just ripping this apart, saying PlayStation 2 graphics, worst game they've ever played. It doesn't have amazing graphics, but they're nowhere near PlayStation 2 quality. That's just ridiculous. There's some little nagging things that holds it back, like the AI is not great, some weird sequences. A little pet peeve that I have in games where they make you push a button to climb a ladder or jump down a hole. That's just stupid. I would give it a solid 7 out of 10. Campaign was short, but it wasn't any shorter than Call of Duty's campaigns. And it wasn't any more far-fetched than theirs, and like some people like to make it out to be. I don't know. If you want to play the single player, it's worth the rent. You can't play multiplayer if you rent it, because they're doing those passes where if you don't buy the game new, you have to buy like a $10 pass or something to play online, which is pretty ridiculous. But the game I'm playing currently is Crysis 2. I love Crysis. On the PC, I own it. I debated and finally decided to get this on Xbox. Most of my friends are on Xbox Live, so usually I buy games that I might possibly play the multiplayer on Xbox. I have all 3 systems as well as the PC. Campaign a little ways in this one, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It seems a little more linear than Crysis, but so far it seems well crafted. It's fun. You gotta love the suit and using the different elements to go invisible or armor, depending on the situation. If you've never even played Crysis, or you don't even have a PC that can play PC games, I still suggest it. It doesn't hinder too much. There's some stuff that, the guy in the beginning and stuff, Nomad, obviously he's from the first game, but they do plenty enough stuff in it to work you in so you're not completely lost at what's going on. Yeah, I mean, I definitely suggest it. If you like shooting games, I highly recommend it. It seems like it might be a pretty decent length campaign as well, unlike a lot of shooters coming out. So that's the crap that I bought recently. Thanks for watching, and I guess down the road when the weather gets nicer, keep an eye out for Filmed in Vermont. Maybe, if I don't be lazy. That one's going to use a lot more work than just sitting on this nice couch with the birds. And then, I forgot what I was saying. Oh well, thanks for watching.